When it comes to home remodeling, if you're looking for a home remodeling contractor and you're in Bucks County, Lehigh County, Northampton County, it is so important to find an industry pro that understands how to tackle home remodeling projects like we're standing here. I'm standing with Joe Flock with US Stone and Stucco. This happens to be an old historic restoration project, and these projects have some challenges.
Yeah, some of the challenges in this project here that were unexpected was some of the decay in some of the walls. The walls were really unsquare, not plumb so much, so we had to recorrect everything. A lot of the stone had some mortar decay, so we had to repoint that. The beams, floor joists, we had to remove those.
We're down below the schoolhouse here that Joe was describing here, that you're doing some additional renovations.
You never know what you're going to find when you go into a historic building, especially something that's about 200 years old. 200 years later, things are decaying, and there's an old kitchen up here. That sink has been there for over 50 years, and the wood had rotted from leaky pipes and things like that. So we had to come in and replace some of the floor joists. But the tricky thing about this house was it was an old schoolhouse, and where the school proctor sat, it was 5 inches higher than where the kids sat. And they raised the beams in this stone structure, which made the floor uneven for me to put an expansion of a kitchen and make it all work at one level without a step. So we had to get those beams and remove them and lower them, make sure that the floor was perfectly level and the walls were perfectly plumb. And the corners were 90 degrees, so when the cabinets go in, everything's gonna work out great. The homeowners here were like, oh my gosh, we have all these problems. I said, they're not problems, it's just different. We can handle everything, we're gonna take it step by step. And as they watched us work here, they were very comfortable with how things got done because they saw that we were doing it in the best interest of them.
Joe, I know you pride yourself on the design. I'm having trouble visualizing everything. Tell me how this is gonna play out. What's gonna go here?
I put the refrigerator right here in this corner. Moving into the Lazy Susan with countertops, upper and lower cabinets, spice rack, gas range, another spice rack between the dishwasher. Then we have the kitchen sink. Moving into another Lazy Susan with upper and lower cabinets. Over here we're gonna have a built-in oven with a microwave atop. Built in just how they need it done. This woman has 8 kids, big cook, needed an extra oven, and wanted the microwave to be accessible as well.
It's really neat to watch the pros work. They know exactly where everything is at all times. They don't even need the blueprints, as strange as it sounds. They have it in their head. Once they get the customer's ideas, once they assemble the plan together, you just know. What's our kind of time frame that maybe someone should expect when tackling a project like this?
Yeah, depending on the project and what we get into, sometimes it takes a few days to 1, 2, or 3 weeks. This project here was scheduled for about 2 weeks, and with some of the extra work, it's gonna be about maybe 2.5 weeks.
I'm looking forward to actually coming back and actually seeing the finished project. Joe's on the project, always checking it over, always looking and making sure all the details are cared for.
My biggest job is to go in and make sure that there's no mistakes. And if there is one, correct it immediately.
I want to thank you.
Absolutely.
I look forward to recommending your services.
Thank you so much.
Is anyone looking for a home remodeling contractor in Bucks County, in Lehigh County, Northampton County? Joe and US Stone and Stucco is a great call.